Look, the mood around the corridors of St Andrews has shifted dramatically over the last 24 hours. You know when a club makes a major investment, puts all its chips on a player meant to be the promotion game changer, and it just does not click? That is exactly where we are. The quiet dressing room and the muted conversations in the boardroom say it all. Something significant is being unravelled. Back in the summer, it felt like checkmate. £10 million spent on a player who, on paper, was supposed to turn our attack into one of the most feared in the Championship. But football can be brutal. That sharpness, that pace we saw tearing defences apart elsewhere seems to have been left somewhere between France and England. One goal in 25 games began to weigh heavily, not just on the player, but on Chris Davies' plans. Now, the word filtering through is that the exit is being accelerated. Yes, we are talking about Kyogo Furuhashi, the Japanese forward who arrived with star billing and as the answer to our problems is now close to the door. Information from reliable sources, already reported by the Scottish Sun, suggests negotiations for his departure from Birmingham City and a return to Celtic are at an advanced stage. And honestly, speaking as someone who feels the mood of the stands, as painful as it is to admit, this move is about survival. Kyogo is 30 on elite wages, and his level of impact simply has not matched the physical and tactical demands of a promotion push. 0 goals in 23 league games. That is a figure that would haunt any £10 million striker. His only goal came on that Carabao Cup night against Sheffield United, and since then he has looked like a player battling his own confidence. The impact internally is straightforward. Davies has already made his stance clear. It has to happen now. But the reality is that time has run out. This loan back to Glasgow is being fast-tracked, pushed through as quickly as possible to release space on the wage bill. The board understand that persisting with something that is not working is both a sporting and financial risk the club cannot afford while rivals continue to pick up points. For Kyogo, it is a chance to reset. At Celtic, he scored 85 goals in 165 games. He knows the ground, the system, and the environment. It is also where he can revive his hopes of featuring at the next World Cup. For us, the Blue Noses, it means accepting a loss now in pursuit of a bigger prize in May. Promotion, freeing up that slot, allows the club to re-enter the market for someone who can cope with the physical grind of the Championship, someone with an immediate hunger for goals. It is not the ending anyone imagined when he signed. But in a season where every point feels like a fight, there is no room for sentiment or patience. Watching a player of his quality drift through games or get swallowed up by opposition defenders helps nobody. Birmingham City need goals. Kyogo needs peace. If this deal is completed in the coming hours, as everything suggests, it shows a club choosing results over ego. Sometimes you have to clear space to bring in those who can genuinely take you back to the elite.